Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Welcome to our annual conference. Let me introduce some esteemed guests sitting here. Jin
Hi, hello, I'm Jin.
Yu Dong.
Hi, my name is Alex.
Tong Jie. And I'm your host. My name is Max. I'm so glad you could all be here today. Today, we are going to focus on the topic about beyond limits. I am looking forward to learning urging story about someone who has some mental or physical challenge, but they overcome the obstacles and attain honest achievements on their special field. Okay, let's start. Jin, are you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to introduce Thomas Edison. Edison was born on February 11, 1847. He entered the school when he was 8 years old, 1 year later than others. We have no way of knowing why, but Edison's companion in the same year said that the teacher called him adult, means stupid, which pointed out that Edison's first entry experience was very unpleasant. Edison once said that he has never been able to study at school. His grades are always count down to the class. The teacher does not understand him, and his father also thinks he is a fool. Edison began to suffer from heavy hearing problems when he was 15 years old. At the age of 38, the diary he wrote was very short. In addition to spelling mistakes, the grammar was wrong. For example, believer, B-E-L-I-E-V-E-R, spelled into B-E-L-E-I-V-E-A-R. And also dissect, D-I-S-S-E-C-T, into D-I-S-E-C-T, etc. After 20 years of experience, however, his spelling ability has not improved, but vocabulary he knows is much more than the average person. There are many grammar and grammatic errors in the composition. Edison is flawed in handling sequence messages, unable to recall in order, but the ability to process messages is very good. The vision and touch are very good, and also the drawing sketch is very well drawn. Many things can be visualized. The overall ability of visual spatial relationships well. It was then that he discovered his own abilities and made use of them. He used the drawing method to print out the idea instead of writing them down. And Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work." Those inventions he made, which include the phonograph, the motion picture camera, and the long-lasting practical electric light bulb, had a widespread impact on the modern industrialized world. Thank you.
Thanks for your sharing. I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. What a stubborn person Edison is, but he finally succeeds. He was really a diligent mother of all people. Okay, Yu Dong, what story do you want to share?
Hello everyone. I want to share you with a life fighter. His name called Fan Jingjia, who was diagnosed with Down syndrome when he was born. He began to learn how to swim at 9 years old because of the limits of Down syndrome. For example, his limbs are shorter than normal person, so he had to pay more attention on the practice as well as burden many risks. In order to promote his body strength and health, his parents hardly desired to improve his defect by exercising. He spent almost every day at the pool, just to award a medal to show his ability and pay back to his parents. Even will not disappoint the person who tries. He did it. His behavior not only brought the honor to himself and our country, but also made those people in need more confident, more independent. However, due to characteristic of Down syndrome, he was getting older and older. His speed was beyond what we expect, so he could not swim as quickly as before. As a result, he changed his role to music field, leading the students with special educational needs to cultivate their mind and demonstrate a reason. The more he learned, the less possible he could be a Down syndrome child. Thank you.
For your question about Fan Jingjia. Wow, Fan Jingjia. He was an athlete as well as an educator. He not only overcome his own obstacles but also encouraged others to go beyond limits. Fan Jingjia, I think, he is an inspiring life fighter. Okay, how about Song Jie? I'm eager to listen to the story you bring.
Today I will talk about Beethoven. Beethoven is both a pianist and composer. He created a lot of famous songs such as Ode to Joy. Although he was just as a musician, he started cannot hear well when he was 30 years old. Even though he still had the passion of making new songs. Beethoven is a talented musician. He had his first piano concert when he was 8 years old. He also met and admired by Mozart, another legendary musician, when he was just 17 years old. It shows that Beethoven was a gifted child and he had some amazing skills on making songs and performing piano. Unfortunately, when he was 30 years old, he started cannot hear things well and he needed to sit on the front seat at the concert so he can listen to the music. And of course, that deafness is a serious problem, especially to a pianist. That was the saddest period of his life. But Beethoven didn't give up. Instead of being frustrated, he started his composer career. At the year after he was told that he had deafness, he released the song Symphony No. 2 in D major, and started from this song, Beethoven started to create songs with his own style, and the songs usually are to express the emotion. Finally, Beethoven did have a tough life. Deafness kept torturing him, but he didn't give up. He kept making songs with his style, and such as the song Ode to Joy is talking about joyful and happiness, but it was wrote by Beethoven, a musician that suffered from deafness. By the song, we can know that Beethoven is a musician that praised the beauty of life and humanity, and he showed that even he was deaf, he can still creating songs by imagining the melody and lyrics of the song. So I think we should learn from his attitude toward the song and never surrender to fate.
Okay, thank my friend from Hong Kong. We all know that Beethoven is a world-famous composer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
However, we seldom take note of his life background. Most people, including me, admire somebody's accomplishments and wish for becoming them someday. Nevertheless, we usually ignore how hard they devote to their work and how difficult they break down the barriers on their way to success. All of us have our own limits, and we should face it and conquer it, just like 3 above life fighters. Wow! Today we have learned about 3 life fighters' burning story. They encourage us to go beyond limits. I believe all of us benefits a lot, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for your attendance. Let's call it a day. I hope to see you on next conference. Bye bye.
Bye bye.